It's absolutely wild what is currently unfolding for Alexandra Eala. This has transcended beyond just local tennis chatter. This is no longer merely a source of national pride, it has evolved into the kind of viral phenomenon that captures a global stage, demonstrating massive digital influence and a profound resonance with fans worldwide. Since her breakthrough performance at Wimbledon, Alex's highlights circulating on Facebook Reels and Shorts have, based on public view tallies, surpassed the 100 million mark. That is a truly staggering milestone for any athlete. We are seeing individual clips hitting figures like 8M, 12, 1M, 28, 5M, 19, 1M, 11, 8M, 20M, 17, 7M, and 19M views. Collectively, the confirmed view count exceeds 136 million. Even accounting for reposts or overlapping fan bases and the fluctuating nature of social media metrics, one fact is undeniable. People are actively seeking out Alex. They are engaging with her, discussing her, and, significantly, it isn't just match points. Her reactions, her diving gets, raw emotional displays, standing ovations, and facial expressions are all taking the internet by storm. This proves that Alex is selling more than just points, she is presenting character, heart, grit, and a compelling journey. Now the question arises. How did a Filipino player from a nation not traditionally known as a tennis powerhouse suddenly become one of the most recognizable faces at Wimbledon? The answer is simple. When talent, spirit, and a genuine underdog narrative collide, the whole world stops to take notice. We are witnessing the massive impact of Alex's tournament run, because in professional tennis there are wins, losses, rankings, and data points. However, there is one metric you cannot fake: genuine audience interest. If viewers aren't invested, they won't click, loop, share, or comment. But with Alex, the exact opposite is occurring. Every single rally and every tiny reaction seems to take on a life of its own. This is the most crucial evidence. It isn't just one lucky video a massive array of content is performing. We're talking about clips raking in 28.5 million, 20 million, 19.1 million, 19 million, 17.7 million, 12.1 million, 11.8 million, and 8 million. From a single scan, we are already well over the 100 million threshold. This isn't just a fluke viral post. It is a consistent pattern and a clear indicator that her brand has grown, far beyond standard sports reporting. Looking at why this happened, the reason is clear. It started with history. She managed to topple Iga Swiatek, the defending champion, in an outcome that was truly monumental. This was no ordinary upset. It was the kind of victory that forces global media to sit up and take notice of a Filipino seed. Many still view her as the underdog. She stepped onto the big stage completely unfazed by the reputations of her opponents. Secondly, she plays with real emotion. Alex isn't robotic. You can feel her joy after a win, her intensity during a rally, and her resilience when she faces a setback. Even under heavy pressure, her nerve never wavers. That's why viewers tune in even for clips that aren't perfect. There's a dramatic human narrative that resonates with the audience. She is far more than just a set of statistics. She has a natural charisma on camera and a genuine connection with the spectators. Thirdly, she possesses a global underdog allure. Since the Philippines isn't typically seen as a tennis powerhouse, having a Filipina athlete suddenly competing at Wimbledon, taking down champions, earning standing ovations, and being hailed by international media as a massive star and fan favorite creates a natural emotional hook. For Filipinos, it's a source of immense pride. For international fans, it's a compelling narrative. For the tennis world, she's a fresh face bringing unique energy. And that leads to the most important point. Although Alex hasn't won a Grand Slam yet, her reception is already on the level of a superstar. She hasn't reached a final, but the crowd roars for her. She lacks a Wimbledon trophy, but her social media engagement reflects that of a global icon. She hasn't been at the top for long, but she already has a dedicated following, waiting and reacting to her every move. So, claiming this is just hype would be wrong, because shallow hype vanishes quickly. But with Alex, there is substance. Victories over elite rivals, a historic run, clear, tactical, improvement, grit, and an unteachable star quality that only surfaces when you shine on the biggest stages. And now, with over 100 million Facebook views, the new narrative is undeniable. Alex is no longer just another promising tennis talent from the Philippines. She has become one of the most talked about rising stars in the sport. And if her impact is this powerful during a single Wimbledon run, just imagine what happens when she finally advances to a Grand Slam quarterfinal, semi-final, or final. It wasn't just the UK crowd that stood up. It wasn't just the tennis press that was impressed. The numbers prove the whole world is watching, and that drives the story further. Because those 100 million plus Facebook views represent more than mere statistics, they validate exactly what the tennis community has been craving: a fresh identity, new energy, and an authentic story. Today, talent alone isn't enough. You need a hook. You need to give people a reason to stop scrolling and pay attention. You need that special moment that makes even non-tennis fans pause and ask, who is this kid? That is what happened with Alexandra Eala. Consider this. Wimbledon is perpetually packed with titans of the sport, legends, and champions. Icons, top-ranked players, and seasoned finalists usually own the conversation. But suddenly, Alex commanded attention, not just from the noise of Filipino fans, but because of her raw talent on the court. People tuned in because they witnessed something special. A Filipina athlete who remained fearless on grass, unfazed by the defending champ and indifferent to the Filipina immense pressure of a global spotlight. Her viral moments were far more profound than typical highlight reels. They captured victorious rallies, raw emotional shifts, post-match interviews, and electric crowd reactions, alongside spectacular dives and grounded moments of exhaustion. You could see celebrities and die-hard tennis aficionados alike, showing genuine admiration. This wasn't just about athletic form, the audience was becoming deeply invested in her personal journey. This is what sets Alex apart from the average viral sensation. While some players trend due to a singular fluke shot or a controversial outburst, Alex captured the public imagination through her authentic narrative. From an unheralded underdog to a giant slayer, from a budding prospect to a Wimbledon breakout star, and from a local hopeful to a worldwide fan favorite. Describing her Wimbledon rise as an explosion is no hyperbole. In tennis, a true breakout isn't defined by just winning one match. The real indicator is when the buzz surrounding you intensifies long after the final point. Even in defeat, you remain the center of the discourse. Even after exiting the tournament, your highlights continue to circulate. You might not have held the trophy, yet the crowd treated you like royalty. This explains why the global fascination with her was so grounded and legitimate. It wasn't just limited to the Philippines or local supporters. When viewing figures reach this magnitude, it indicates a reach far beyond a standard fanbase. She broke through the international feeds and captivated casual observers, sports enthusiasts, and anyone moved by a genuinely inspiring story. The setting played a crucial role, too. Wimbledon is the grandest stage imaginable, not a minor exhibition, but the most iconic tournament in the sport. With its traditional whites, grass courts, royal elegance, and global prestige, shining here carries a different weight, much like an actor landing a leading role on Broadway. So, even though this was Alex's debut deep run, the world felt like it had finally discovered a star it had been waiting for.